Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you all are doing good. Without any further delay, let's begin the lecture of Introduction to Software Engineering, lecture number 1. So, before going into the details of our lecture, let me give you some reference books. So, the first one is Software Engineering by Somerville. The second one is Software Engineering: A Practitioner's Approach, Pressman R. and Maxim BR, 8th edition. These books will help you in learning this particular course. Do get these books and read them chapter by chapter. Moving forward, we will be discussing following topics in our today's lecture. First, we will see what a software is. Then we will proceed to see some of the software applications. Once we are familiar with the software and software applications, we will jump into the software engineering basics, for example, its definitions, etc. Then we will briefly discuss the software cost. We will see our metrics for ranking a software as a good software. We will also learn some issues that impacts a software. We will see the brief introduction of software process and their basic components or phases. At the end, we will see some commonly asked questions about software engineering and I will answer them one by one. So let's begin. So the very first topic that we are going to discuss is what is a software? In general, people assume that a software is a mere collection of some program or code lines written in a certain language like C++, C, or C hash. But this assumption is completely and utterly wrong and baseless. In actual, a software is a combination of instructions, data structures, and documentation. To make this definition easy, the instructions in a software are computer programs that, when executed, provide desired features, functions, or performance. Data structures in a software enable the programs to adequately manipulate certain information and generate a certain output or desired output. Documentation in a software describes the operation and use of the programs. So, in short, we can say a software is not just a bunch of code lines, but a software is a program that is written with proper with data structures and comes with well formatted documentation. Hope it clears the difference between the software and a program as well. Let's move forward. Software applications. We have many software applications. Some are system software applications that are a part of your personal computers, laptops, or MacBooks. Then there are application software that are being used for certain tasks, for example, MS Office. Then we have engineering or scientific softwares, for example, the Visual Studio, Eclipse, MATLAB, etc. Embedded softwares. Embedded software is a piece of software that is embedded in the hardware or on non-personal computer devices. For example, anti-lock braking system in automobiles is a perfect example of embedded systems. Then we have product line softwares. These softwares are specifically designed for companies making certain products. Then we have web applications such as Google, YouTube, etc. At last, there are intelligent software systems such as weather forecasters, lottery predictors, or even YouTube video recommenders. Software engineering. Basically, the software engineering is described as the establishment and use of sound engineering principles in order to obtain economically software that is reliable and works efficiently on real machines. To make it easy, one should know that in software engineering, number one, an effort should be made to understand the problem before a software solution is developed. In other words, without understanding the problem, one is not supposed to come up with the best solution possible. Second, design becomes a pivotal activity in software engineering, which means without design, you cannot go into the development phase. Number third, software should exhibit high quality. And last, software should be maintainable to ensure a prolonged lifeline. The costs of a software on a personal computer are often greater than the hardware cost. For systems with a long life, maintenance cost may be several times the development costs. In software engineering, we are interested in developing cost-effective softwares There are two types of software products, that is the generic products and customized products. Generic products such as stand-alone systems that are marketed and sold to any customer who wishes to buy them. For example, your personal computer, software such as graphic programs, project management tools, etc. Customized products such as software that is commissioned by a specific customer to meet their own needs. For example, embedded control systems, air traffic control software, or traffic monitoring systems. Attributes of a good software. So, software should be written in such a way so that it can evolve to meet the changing needs of our customers. This is a critical attribute because software change is an inevitable requirement of a changing business environment. Software dependability includes a range of characteristics including reliability, security, and safety. Dependable software should not cause physical or economical damage in the event of system failure. Malicious users should not be able to access or damage the system. Software should not make wasteful use of system resources such as memory and processor cycles. Efficiency therefore includes responsiveness, processing time, and memory utilization. Acceptability. Software must be acceptable to the types of the users for which it is designed. This means that it must be understandable, usable, and compatible with other systems that they use. General issues that affect the softwares. Heterogeneity. Increasingly, systems are required to operate as distributed systems across networks and that include different types of computer and mobile devices. Business and society are changing incredibly quickly as emerging economies develop and new technologies become available. So, softwares have to deal with that. Security and trust. As software is intertwined with all aspects of our lives, it is essential that we can trust that software as well. Software process. A structured set of activities required to develop a software system is called software process. There are many different software processes, but all involve number one, specification. Specification means we are defining what the system should do. Second step, design and implementation. It defines the organization of the system and how the implementation of the system will go on. The third one is validation. Validation means checking that the system is doing what the customer wants. Evolution, changing the system in response to changing customer needs. Now, coming towards the frequently asked questions, the top question that is frequently asked is what is software? So, a computer program that is associated with the documentation and written using well formatted data structures is known as a software. Software products may be developed for a particular customer or may be developed for a general market. What are the attributes of a good software? Good software should deliver the required functionality and performance to the user and should be maintainable, dependable, and usable. What is software engineering? So, software engineering is an engineering discipline, of course, but this discipline is concerned with all aspects of software production. What are the fundamental software engineering activities? So, these activities include software specification, software development, software validation, software evolution are the fundamental activities. So, the difference between software engineering and computer science. It's quite simple actually. Computer science focuses on theory and fundamentals, whereas software engineering is concerned with practicalities of developing and delivering useful software. The difference between the software engineering and system engineering. Now, system engineering is concerned with all aspects of computer-based system development, including the hardware, software, and process engineering. On the other hand, software engineering is part of this more general process. So, hope today's lecture was helpful for all of you. That is all for today. Have a good day, everyone. Remember me in your prayers. Fi aman Allah.